Hi, today we're going to be learning about how to demonstrate and explain to solve a type of problem, and we're also going to be learning how to identify a type of problem. So in our problem today, it says, for Halloween this year, AJ got 5 candies. His friends gave him more candies. He now has 32 total candies. If his friends gave him 12 more candies this year than last year, how many candies did his friends give him last year? So what we're going to go ahead and do first is we're going to be able to underline our important information to be able to see what kind of problem we are going to solve. So I kind of already underlined what we need to look for, but we're going to go ahead and go over it one more time. So our first important information states that AJ got 5 candies. Our second important information is very important because it states a change in the problem, and that change says his friends gave him more candies. The next part of important information states that he has 32 total candies. If his friends gave him 12 more candies this year than last year, how many candies did his friends give him last year? So this last portion is giving us a way, or telling us how to solve this type of problem. So what we're going to be able to, what we're wanting to do here is we're wanting to find out how many candies his friends gave him last year. So in this very beginning of the portion, it does not give us how much his friends gave him this year, but it tells us a total of candies he received that year, and starts us off with 5 candies. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to solve our first part, which is finding out what AJ got that year. So I'm going to use a strip diagram, which is a linear type of model, to represent our problem, to be able to explain it and demonstrate it. So first of all, I'm going to start off with our whole, and this is our 32 total candies from that year. And we're going to represent this red strip as our 5 candies that he receives this year. So what we're going to do is we're going to subtract and find the difference of candies that he received from his friends this year. So you see how we have a missing portion of this problem right here, and we will be able to subtract that to find how many candies his friends gave him this year. So 32 is our whole, and we're going to subtract 5. So a way that we've learned how to solve subtraction is by number lines. So I'm going to use a number line just real quick, just to help me. $32 goes right here, and I'm going to jump over 5 times. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 31, 30, 29, 28, 27. So we now know that 27 candies were given to AJ last year. This year. 27 candies were given to AJ this year. So this is going to represent our 27 candies, and you see how it matches and aligns with our 32 whole candies given this whole total year. So we now successfully have been able to solve our first part of the problem. So we need to be able to find out how many candies his friends gave him last year. Well, we know that his friends gave him 27 candies this year. So we need to find out on our problem. It states that his friends gave him 12 more candies. So what we're going to do is we're going to subtract 27 from 12. So this is going to represent 27. 27 is now our whole. 27 is now our whole number, and 12 is going to be a piece of a number that we need to find to help us find our piece, our missing piece. So we know 27 minus 12 is going to equal to 15. So we now know that his friends gave AJ 15 candies last year. And we were able to identify that using our strip diagram linear model and being able to break each problem apart and solve them with our join problem type. A misconception that students usually have is when they think of a join type of problem, they usually want to add. And that's not always the case with join problems. Join can also be subtracting within the problem. Thank you so much.